Welcome to the Averett Sports Network and Daily Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium, where I bring you a USA South presentation of men's soccer. Your Averett University Cougars going up against the William Peace Pacers. We're going to get the national anthem underway, and then I'll bring you the starters and kick off to the first half. And we are back. It has been storming here. That's why we're off to the late start here in Danville, Virginia. A couple of lightning strikes passing by and a good dosage of rain. But the Cougars are here and the Pacers are here, and they're both ready to play and get this game underway. As the Pacers are making their way into their attacking third of the field and into the box, Cougars will get the ball out, and here they go. And this is Huso Dukic. This Cougar team coming in 2-5-1. And they are definitely better than what their record shows for. Just a overall pretty young team filled with freshmen and sophomores, but that does bode well for the future, as they are, again, like I said, way better than what their record shows for them. William Peace comes in 4-1-2, 3-0 in conference play. So ball out on a William Peace player. So the Cougars will push back into the defense with their attack and force William Peace to pass further into their defense. The William Peace making the smart passes, but here's the Cougars. If they can get a hold of the ball, which they couldn't, if they could have got a hold of the ball, they could have made something happen. So here's William Peace still holding on to the ball. And that's Colton Dutchess with the good hands, able to turn that ball away. I believe the players thought there might have been a foul committed, but None assessed, so Colton Dutchess, way to stay on your feet and get that ball away from the net. Nevertheless, a corner given to William Peace. Ball sent into the box. And I don't think it found anyone, and it might. A lot of William Peace player will actually save it. And a bad touch will turn the ball over. Back to the Pacers, and the Cougars now looking to stay on top of it. William Peace doing a good job of working the ball around, passing short, secure passes. They send that shot towards goal, not really at goal. And nothing really to disturb Dutchess in the goal. The Cougars finally able to get their ball out of the box. Definitely not where you want to be at in the defense, is in your own box with the other team collapsing. That ball sent down line. Asher Francis on the defense. The Dutchess will just clear this one out. Let's see if the Cougars can get to it. They don't. William Peace able to get to it, but the Cougars defending well on first looks. And Asher Francis able to get a foot to that ball. And a screamer sent at goal. What a shot from William Peace from about the football 20. And just rocketed into the net. I don't think Colton Dutch has ever seen it coming. And the player will go over and celebrate with his team. So William Peace up 1-0 in the game. And you will see players slipping and sliding today. As, again, it rained for a good 30 minutes here at Daly Field. And the rain has stopped so far, but it ain't enough where the field is soaked. So expect to see a little bit of sloppy soccer. Cougars slowly but surely making their way downfield. So a foul given to the Cougars, free kick, and they play quick and short. William Peace able to get to the ball. Possession given to Averett on the throw-in. Possession again to Averett. And Dutch is able to handle that one pretty easily. And here goes the Cougars working their way into the attack. And I thought that ball might have been able to get through. That was Dealey Subidi on the pass. Cougars still maintaining possession here. And so they will play down their right wing side. Ball sent into the box. And it found the head of a Cougar, but wide white, so a corner given. And let's see what the Cougars can do with it. They do trail 1-0. They play on the ground. Back to Subedi. Into the box. It's a little high. And the Cougars not able to make anything productive happen of it. But here's William Peace on the counterattack. And the Cougars way to defend and get back. And again, there's the Cougars trying to play down that right wing side again. The Cougars attacking that right side. And here's William Peace, their left back, bringing the ball up, trying to show he has skills, but the Cougar defense not having it. So the Cougars will get possession off a throw-in. And so they play back to Huso Dukic. He will play further into the defense. Just trying to get a reset and a breather. Back to Dutch as they go. William Peace again going with the secure passes, passing it well. And neither team really holding possession. Here's William Peace. And Asher Francis with a great set of defense there, as that ball would have made it through. Cougars doing a good job of being able to get a foot to it there. They play back to Dukic. I think Dukic wanted a ball to lead him on so he could use some of his speed. William Peace looking good here down their right wing. And the Cougars again, great defense. And just clearing it out is the Cougars. And possession goes to the Cougars after that ball hits the head of a Pacer. So the Cougars with a new chance of offense here. Flip fields to Dukic. And I think Dilly Subetti was trying to go back to Dukic off the pass. Touch and go almost, but couldn't get the foot on the ball that he wanted. And so here's William Peace playing it long, but Dutchess will scoop that up easily. And the Cougars, again, great defense in the box. William Peace still with it, actually. They send it into the box. And letting it rip is William Peace from outside of the box. Doesn't find net. Cougars doing a good job of getting on top of that ball there to claim possession. So here we go. Let's see what they can do. Down their right wing. And that's a slide from the back. And they didn't call a foul on that. It looked like Averett player was looking for a foul, but nothing was called. So goal kick given to William Peace. And this will be freshman goalkeeper Jacob Smith taking the goal kick out of Mooresville, North Carolina. So William Peace not able to connect on the pass that they wanted, so possession to the Cougars. Few substitutes. I believe that is Nadeem Tokley running on the field, and it is. And Asher Francis able to come up and get a good head in there. Possession going to go to William Peace after a bad touch from the Cougars. A long throw in from the Pacers, but Cougars able to knock it back, but the Pacers find themselves heading into the box. Goal kick given to Duchess. Over to Dukic goes Francis. And Nadim Tokley with the good moves there. And that pass came off of the referee. So a free kick given to the Cougars. They're going to play quick. Ball into the box, not able to find anything. And here's William Peace. Asher Francis, though. Again, the great defense from Francis. And he is hustling on defense. And then the Cougars pressing forward, pressing this defense to make a bad pass. Trying to through ball from the right back. I believe they're going to call a handball there. So a free kick given to the Cougars again. This time a little closer. I don't know if they'll play quick. They might try and put it in the box. Ball in. And not able to find the head of a Cougar. And so here's Dukic. He's going to try and open up. And possession will stay with the Cougars. And I believe that was Nadim Tokley trying a bicycle kick there. And again, the great defense of the Cougars is what's keeping them in it right now. Ball off a piece, corner given to the Cougars. So Dukic will take the corner. They play short. Back to Dukic. Into the box. And they do find a Cougar. Asher Francis, to be more specific. But he wasn't able to keep that ball down off of his head. Ricocheted a little too high, and he was visibly upset at himself. So, nevertheless, goal kick for the Pacers. And that missed pass could prove costly, but Asher Francis, more great defense. And Dukic, a great pass, but I believe they're going to call the player offsides. I believe that was Luke Pooh. They're going to call offsides on that one. The Cougars playing through the middle of the field, all the way actually out to their right wing. And I believe they're going to come back to the middle of the field as they do. And into the box they go for Tokley. Not able to find him, but trying to let it rip, I believe, was number 19, Eric Blake. Out of the defense. Couldn't line it up the right way. Throw in for the Cougars here. So possession back to William Peace. I believe the Cougar was out of bounds. I couldn't get a number on it. Dutch is coming out to contend. And what a great contest from Colton Dutchess. And that ball gets through. And Dutch is again able to turn it away. And letting it turn and rip is William Peace. Colton Dutchess, two great saves. Way to come out at goal and contest a shot. Corner given to William Peace. The back of the net. William Peace able to notch another goal off the corner. So they lead it 2-0, 17:37 left to go in the first half. Ball cleared out by William Peace. So a throw in for the Cougars. Let's see if they can notch a goal before halftime occurs. Duke is trying to send that ball into the box, but a throw in instead. And letting it rip from about the football 28. That was Bleak again. And able to turn it away was Jacob Smith. Corner given to the Cougars. Ball sent in. Still in the box. Can the Cougars get to it? They don't, and cleared out by William Peace, but they might be able to play with this. Cougars doing a great job of defending. So a throw in for William Peace. Looks like they're going to try and treat this as a corner and toss it into the box. And cleared out by the Cougars. Cougars still on top of it. Dunbar hasn't seen that much ball action. He is one of the smarter players on this team. And trying to take that off of the outside of his right foot to go near post there. It was Luke Pooh. So William Peace on top of it, Cougars. And we get a foot and send it out of bounds. So the Cougars off the throw and playing quick. Ball makes its way back to Dutchess. So here's William Peace on the counterattack. Into the box they play. Dutch is able to scoop it up. Cougars another costly turnover there. Another throw in for the Pacers. So here we go with the Cougars. Like they were trying to play down line to Dukic. They will get the ball out there. Can he chase it down? He cannot. Dukic is speedy. But that one played just a little too far out in front of him. A couple of substitutes in for the Cougars. Throw in from the Pacers goes deep down the sideline. Peace decides to flip fields. And what a first touch there. William Peace to stop that ball. And the Cougar attacker pressing the Pacers defense here to make a bad pass, as I mentioned earlier, but over to Dukic they go. And Dukic will flip fields. And that's Sean Dunbar playing up through the midfield area. And this could prove costly for the Pacers. And not sure who that was on the shot, but Jacob Smith able to turn it away, get in front of it, and send it out of bounds. Cougars will get a corner out of it. And if the Cougars could have kept that ball down, they would have a goal, and it would be 2-1 right now. And Dukic playing down line. I don't know if the Cougars can be able to get to it, and they don't. Ball sails out of bounds. Throw in for William Peace in Cougar territory. Another throw-in given to the Pacers as that ball ricochets off of Tokley. So William Peace able to finally take the ball from the Cougars as the Cougars are passing around very well, excuse me. Dunbar plays back to Duchess. Duchess sends the ball sailing to the middle of the field. And here's William Peace on offense. They find a man, but Dunbar defends very well. And William Peace was setting up for a shot again, and now it's Francis stepping in front of it. Foul given. Free kick for the Cougars. Let's see what they can make of it. The player falling down from William Peace. I don't know if that was from a dive or from him slipping on the wet turf. And Dutch is doing all he can to get the Cougars out of their defense. And Tokley, the great fight for the ball. And the Cougars looking for a foul there. None given from the ref. If the Cougars would have been able to get their foot on that ball right there, they might have, again, had another score. And William P. sends another shot at Dutchess. Dutchess ricochets off his hands, but able to get to it in the end. 5:50 left in the first half. 2-0 is the score. And Dutch is in bad territory right here. Francis there to help him out. Dutch has tried to clear that to the middle of the field, but a William Peace player able to get his body on it. The ball went sky high in a box. And the Cougars can make something of this had they been able to get to it. Again, just a little bit too much on the pass. Substitute in for William Peace. And the Cougars cut out of their offense there. And so here's the Cougars. Let's see what they can make work here. Over to Dukic they go. Dukic into the box. And the Cougars not able to get a foot to it. Dukic put it right there in perfect position. And those are opportunities that when you're laying in bed at night that you just wish you could have back. That would have cut that lead down to just one going into halftime. And those are finishes you have to capitalize on. And a foul given to the Cougars there, so they will receive a free kick. And this might be in territory to put it in the box, and I think that's what they're going to line up for here. It is, as you see, center back Asher Francis running up to be in the box. And Asher Francis pleading his case with the referees for a corner kick instead of a goal kick. And Asher Francis visibly upset again. He's saying they kicked it out of bounds. How is it a goal kick? But nevertheless, goal kick given, so we will play soccer. One minute left here at Daly Field. 2-0 is the score. William Peace on a throw-in. And William Peace leading in this first half. I definitely think the Cougars are not playing bad. This is not a bad first half for the Cougars. They've just got to capitalize when they have chances. And they've had about 2 or 3 chances that they've just missed the mark on. And I believe that's going to be the halftime message. The Cougars are going to look to send this into the box and get another shot at goal. And Dukic doing a good job of giving his team another opportunity, but this ball will just be dribbled out. Last 5 seconds. So at the end of the first half, William Peace 2, Averett 0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here to give you the kickoff of the second half here on the Averett Sports Network.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information. Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back to the second half of play here at Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. William Peace does lead it 2-0. Cougars haven't played bad, just haven't been able to capitalize on the chances they were able to get. But let's see if offense proves better. Defense was extremely solid. Just a few mishaps allowed those 2 goals. A ripper from about the football 20. And sometimes people just make great shots, and then a corner kick allowed a ball to squeak through. But overall, the Cougar defense was great, and offense wasn't bad. And here's the Cougar offense once again, working their way down the field with a throw-in. Ball sent into the box. I don't think anything's going to come of it, and it doesn't. Smith able to get a hold of it. And Sean Dunbar coming up to interrupt that pass. Sean Dunbar, if I had to give him a pro comparison, it'd have to be someone like a Philip Lahm, who played at Bayern Munich and was such a great defender, but could not only defend well, but could pass like a midfielder. Asher Francis on the good defense. Francis had a great first half of defense. Got upset with himself, couldn't capitalize off a header, and then a call from the ref. Didn't get a call that he wanted regarding a goal kick or a corner kick. But defending, he had a very nice first half. Possession goes to William Peace. Looking for help off the throw-in is William Peace. Not very many options. So William Peace making their way into their attacking half of the field for the second time this half. The Cougars have spent much of their second half, all 4 minutes of it, in their attacking quarters. And they're going to try and put this in the box off this throw-in. And it does find a pacer. Possession stays with them. They're going to do the same thing with this throw-in. Going to be a little bit easier as they're closer to the box this time. Ball in. Off the head of Asher Francis. Let's see what the Cougars can do with it. And the Pacers actually get control of the ball again. Can Dutchess grab a hold of it? And he does. Dutchess goes out to Dukic. And here are the Cougars on the attack now. And Price sends it into the box, can't connect with another Cougar. Nick Price was looking for a foul after he was carrying down the sideline, passed it, and got tackled. And here's William Peace. And great defending by the Cougars. Can they keep defending well? They're going to let it rip, as they've shown they will already this game. Goal kick for Dutchess. William Peace not afraid to send that ball towards the net from outside of the box. Price and Dunbar back and forth. And Dunbar with the great defense there. William Peace still ends up with the ball. And the Cougars will just clear it out. And again, Peace will line up for a throw-in into the box. And they treat their throw-ins more like corners. Loading up is the Pacers. And here comes that ball. Not out of danger is the Cougars. And that ball comes ricocheting off of the field house. Back behind goal. Dukic on top of the ball for the Cougars. And so William Peace playing in the space. Dutchess one-on-one, coming out again. And that ball finds its way into the net as Colton Dutchess had to come out to try and knock that ball away. Peace up 3-0 here. 36-37 left to play in the second half. So here's the Cougars off the throw-in. Cougars desperately trying to keep this ball in their attacking half as William Peace escapes, and they're going to send it back down. Dutch is going to be able to get to this one, though. And that ball was going to go into the box, but it was deflected off of William Peace player, so not getting the accuracy that he wanted to was Price. And Tokley trying a little trickery there. And here's the Cougars. They had good play and good position on the ball. Just too many defenders around one person. Now it's Price trying to make something happen here on the right wing. Possession back to the Cougars. I believe checking into the game is going to be Jake Searcy, and it will be. Searcy, a senior defender. Does play in the midfield as well. Hometown kid from Danville, Virginia. Went to Tunstall High School. And Dukic out there on the left wing area all by himself. Sends it into the box. It's still sky high. Still a chance for the Cougars to make a play. And the Cougars not able to make anything happen of it. So Peace sends it all the way back to Dutchess on the other side of the field. Dutchess plays quick to Francis. Francis over to Dunbar. Dunbar goes to Searcy. Let's see what Searcy can make happen. Dunbar, a rare lapse of judgment there. And here's Francis. Asher Francis upset with himself again, excuse me. As that one misses wide right. Francis had a good look at the ball there, coming way out of the defense. And what a great tackle from Sean Dunbar, defending two attackers. That ball played too high, too far, so possession will go to the Cougars. And so here's the Cougars, as they were on sort of a counterattack there. Still are holding possession of the ball. Sean Dunbar through the middle of the field. He's going to play down the side. Ball into the box. Turned away, but the Cougars still have a chance. And Dunbar trying to cut back across the face of the goalie. Well, here comes William Peace on their counterattack now. Francis defending. And the Cougars able to turn it away. It's not done yet. And the Cougars clear. And Peace back into the box. Back in there attacking third of the field. Foul given. So a free kick for the Cougars. And Dukic was begging for the ball as he was wide open over there on the wing. Dukic loves to get that ball and open up. And so here's William Peace now, trying to make something happen. Searcy back to defend. And here's Dealey Subetti. Over to Dukic they go. And Searcy able to get to that ball. Great anticipation by him to not overrun it. And I believe they were trying to connect with Searcy over here on the right wing as he was streaking down. Foul called against Averett that time, so a free kick given to William Peace. Let's see what William Peace does with this. They send it deep towards the box. Francis able to get ahead to it. And so does Searcy. So the Cougars will control so far. And here's Tokley on top of the ball. As he tries to find Searcy. Just a little too much mustard on that one. Francis trying to come up, get ahead to it, and the Cougars are able to send it back so William Peace doesn't immediately gain control. So a foul given. Let's see if the Cougars can make something happen. Trying to go to Searcy. So free kick for William Peace. And this ball will definitely be headed towards the box. And so here we go with Searcy. Back to Dunbar they go. And playing through Dunbar again is never a bad idea. So the ball is going to make its way to Searcy. And Searcy couldn't quite control it the way he wanted. So a throw in for the Cougars. Searcy has it, looking to play quick. And does into the middle of the field. They're going to go to Dukic. Intercepted by a Peace player. Dukic able to get to it. And so I think there's a little bit of shirt tugging from the Cougars. So another free kick for the Pacers. Ball sent into the box. And so here's Dukic. And here's the Cougars on a counterattack. I thought they might have been able to make something happen. Nothing comes of it eventually. But here's William Peace playing in the space. One-on-one with Duchess, and Francis able to come back and help. And so here's the Cougars letting it rip. And that ball finds the back of the net. That is Nadeem Tokley. Letting her rip from about the football 25 that time. Seriously able to cut through the middle of the field and hang on for the assist. 3-1. Cougars on a comeback here. 24-13 left in the game. And so here's the Cougars trying to capitalize and score another one while they have momentum. Searcy on that assist. Good eyes, cutting through the middle of the field. And the Cougars are stepping to everything. As soon as William Peace gets a look at the ball, the Cougars are stepping. Possession to the Cougars, excuse me. And that was Tokley trying to have a touch and a turn to find another teammate. And so here's William Peace again, sending it into the box. Duchess able to grab it. And a little bit of unsportsmanlike conduct there from Braxton Hearn, the junior. Yellow card assessed. Jake Searcy, a really scrappy player, getting ahead of opponents when players play that tough and right at you and in your face. It's another throw in for the Cougars. Out to Searcy they go. Searcy goes into the box. Nothing found, but Dukic is on the other side. I think he might send it back in, and he does. Found Searcy on the back end. Searcy not able to find anything off his head. Cougars still in a good spot here. That one sent at goal. Nothing comes of it, though. The Cougars were in a great spot there, crossing it back and forth. Throw in for the Cougars. And so here's William Peace. Towards goal they go, and Dutch is able to turn it away. Dutch is doing a great job this game of getting his hand to the ball and just nipping it away. So a corner kick coming up for William Peace. Ball sent in. Dunbar able to get ahead to it and turn it away. Sends it out for a throw for Peace. And I think this one might be out of range to try and put in the box. But they're going to keep their options open, and they do send it in the box. And so William Peace passing it around very nicely. They were able to get control. Sean Dunbar takes a tumble, and the Cougars will get a free kick out of it. It looks like Asher Francis will be the one stepping up to take this free kick. He'll play short. And that's Francis again with the good defense. So throw in for the Cougars. Francis playing tough for his team. And here's Dukic with it. Going to Searcy. And they found him. The Cougars missed the wide open net. Jacob Smith comes out of goal, and Searcy, way to stay on his toes to get it. And I believe that's Nadeem Tokley. Just a little excited. And again, those are opportunities that when Nadeem lays down tonight, he's going to see it over and over in his head. And that would have been the goal to bring the Cougars to within just one. And so here's Searcy again. Searcy, ever since he's gotten on the field, it's been a ball magnet. And every time he gets it, he makes something productive happen. Searcy, definitely one of the veterans on this team. Again, one of the seniors. Him, Dunbar, and Dukic are so good. And they're going to go back to Searcy here. Searcy's going to try and beat his man and does. Goes across top of the box. Tokley with it. Still fighting for it. Nothing comes of it. Francis here to defend. And Francis does get a hold of the ball. Asher Francis, such a good defender. Francis takes a tumble, looking for a foul, doesn't get one. Here's Tokley. And again, the Cougars looking for a foul in the box. That would have been a penalty. None given. Ref letting them play. I'll tell you what, fans, this is extremely fun soccer to watch. And so here's William Peace. Letting it rip. Wide right. The referee's letting both teams play here in the late minutes of this game. It was almost disastrous for the Cougars there. Trying to find Searcy was the Cougars. Again, it's not a bad idea, it seems, this game, to just give Searcy the ball and something good will happen. And over to Dukic, they're going to try and go. And the Cougars will actually get a better position off of their throw. Substitutes here for the Cougars as we move under 15. Ball into Tokley. And Searcy finding control of that ball. Good ball awareness by him. And a foul given, so a great position for a free kick here. This is going to be more like a corner. And I believe this is going to be Nadeem Tokley on the free kick. Doesn't necessarily have the angle to go near post, and it isn't going to take the angle to go near post. And another free kick in better position for the Cougars. And this time they can go at goal. And Sean Dunbar will be on this free kick. Sean Dunbar from the football 21 will take this free kick. See if he can lift it up over this wall and put it in the back of the net. And just a little bit too much power on that from Dunbar. Dunbar corrals, gives it to Dutchess. Dutchess clears out. Neither team showing clear possession here. Both teams just kind of kicking it back and forth. And Searcy risking it all there, letting it on the line. Another free kick for the Cougars. Searcy, again, like I tell you, he is a very tough and scrappy player and will put it all out there for his team. And this free kick likely to try and find a head of a Cougar. Peace trying to use those pacey players that they have. And so the Cougars will play quick after visibly upset William Peace players. Mad at the calls there. Let's see what the Cougars can make happen here as they go to Dukic. Dukic will cut middle of the field. Back outside he goes. Dukic still with it. Ball cleared out. Throw in for the Cougars. These William Peace players are getting very upset. Ball into the box. Cleared out again by William Peace. I believe there's an injured player out there, a William Peace player, and again, we hate to see any player get hurt. So I hope that it's nothing serious and that he can get up and walk off under his own pressure. In the meantime, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here. 3-1 is the score. And the player is able to walk off under his own pressure, and we love seeing that. We hate for any player to go down, really. And so a throw in from Searcy, bottom of your screen. Dunbar will flip field. That ball sent in. Tuckley will go to Searcy. Searcy battling through three defenders. Jake Searcy looking more like Eden Hazard. And Asher Francis a shot at goal from the football 35. So Smith on the goal kick. Sends it upfield. And over to Searcy, they try and go. Dunbar gets double teamed, loses possession of the ball. Regaining possession is the Cougars. And Searcy gets tangled up, so it looks like the Cougars may win this ball back. And they do. Over to Dukic they go. Dukic still with possession. Sends it that goal. Ricochets off a pace player. A piece player, excuse me. Trying to find Searcy on the opposite corner of the box. And what a great tackle there from the Cougars. Smith able to scoop it up. Back to Francis they go. Back to the middle of the field. Cougars will flop field. This is William Peace trying to play in the space. They have not spent much of their time in this second half, and they're attacking half. Throw in for William Peace. And it doesn't look like it's going to be their usual throw it into the box. You've got to think they're going to try and use as much time as possible. Ball out of bounds, another throw in for Peace. Throw in for the Cougars, actually. You got to think Peace, anytime they get the ball, they're going to try and sit on it as much as possible and eat as much clock as the Cougars have had some chances at goal this half. First touch by Dukic. Under 4 minutes to go now. 3-1 is the score. Pace. William Peace leads, excuse me. Back across field to Dunbar they go. Over to Searcy. And that's Tokley looking for a foul, and everyone that's a Cougars fan looking for a foul there. None given. Dunbar tries to go into the box there off a William Peace player. Substitutes come in. So Searcy on the throw. He goes to Tokley. So a free kick for Tokley. He has two options. He could either put this in the box or send this towards goal. And that was Dukic trying the bike since it was actually on goal there. Just a player in the way. And William Peace will spend as much time as they possibly can. Surprised to see them go with the long ball there. Minute and a half. Just 1 minute left on the clock here. 3-1, William Peace leads it. Ball in the box. And trying to find Searcy is Tokley. Just 30 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, William Peace is probably just going to send this out to Colton Duchess if nothing else opens up. So the final 5 seconds of the game here. William Peace will win it 3-1. I want to thank you for joining us on broadcast. What an exciting game it was, an exciting second half full of tough blows and nice goals. And I want to thank you for joining us. And it is homecoming week, so we have a slew of games this week. We ask that you join us on any one of those. If you can't make it, here on YouTube at the Averett Sports Network. Have a great night and a great rest of your week.